and gentlemen, it's time to learn about what should have been formative events in our lives. But I'm a little bit older, and I think, based on the census, my chat is a little bit older too. Are phase adapts male canon events the same ones that we're gonna have? Who knows? What does hot dog mean? Who knows? Let's talk about them! I'm hoping hot dog is just eating a hot dog. I hope this doesn't mean anything fucking weird, dude. Biggest male canon events. Finding out the WWE is fake. I think this one rules because as a kid, you truly believe it's real, even when they're doing like a bat wrapped in barbed wire, hitting people with chairs, slamming them with briefcases. And then at a certain point, there's two ways you find out it's fake. Either an older kid or sibling or parent tells you it's fake, which is what happened to me, or you look at it with an inquisitive eye for just more than 1 second, right? I remember watching WWE one time at my dad's house when I wasn't supposed to, and it's just not even close. They don't even get close to hitting each other, man. It's not even that good acting, man. Maybe it's better in 2025, the year of our Lord, but back when I was watching it, which must have been like 2003 or some shit, less, 2001, that shit, they were not doing very well. Stone Cold was really down in them brewskis. He was just pouring them all over himself, right? That was part of the thing. Crack them together. It's fake, but The Undertaker did throw Mankind from the top of the cage. That's true. Insert this in, editor. God. I think knowing it's fake makes WWE so much better. And I think thinking WWE is real for too long is a huge red flag. First all-nighter. Dude, my first all-nighter is so unbelievably boring. My first all-nighter was just playing Call of Duty with the boys. My parents were asleep and I wasn't supposed to stay up that late. And then all of a sudden I heard out of the corner of my little ear, chirp, 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 chirp. And I went, what the fuck is that? And I looked at the window and the sun was up. And I went, oh no. Oh no. I told my friends I had to go. I turned it off. I ran. I jumped into bed and I slept from, like 6 a.m. or whatever it was until 2 in the afternoon. Mine was playing an iPod Touch game high noon where you just flick your phone like a Western standoff, hours and hours and hours until the morning. I played a lot of, I remember I got an iPod before an iPod video. What was the flat iPod called? I don't know, the size of a Pokemon card. No, before the Touch. Before a Nano, not a Shuffle. What is this fat guy? Oh, it was a Nano. I thought Nano was the stick. It was the fat Nano. I had a fat iPod Nano, and I used to stay up playing like Solitaire, Spider Solitaire, or whatever it was on this shit all the time. I was fucking addicted. I'd be under the covers in my room playing Solitaire like a grandma. I thought an all-nighter was staying up all night and into the next day. All-nighter just means staying up until the sun comes up. You're insane. You're doing like a 1.5x all-nighter. Leaving theater after Avenger Infinity War. Holy shit. Courage JD rubbing his hands together. I remember where I was. Do I remember where I was? Yeah. I was at the movie theater in Oakland, California. Was it a canon event? No. The movie was fine. They all died. I don't get... Yeah, it's a story. People left Avengers Infinity War like their friends died. It's like, yeah, I don't give a shit, man. They got turned into sand. And here's spoilers for the movie after that. They build a time machine and bring them back, which is lame as shit. It's so fucking lame, dude. We introduced time travel to make something that happened in another movie not matter. Cringe superhero movie. Avengers Assemble never gets old. If you know, you know. You know we had to talk about this. First heartbreak. This is one on here that's actually, I think first all-nighter and first heartbreak are actually so sweet. My first heartbreak, I don't know, probably my freshman year in high school, I was broken up with. That's some classic shit. Some people have it earlier in their lives. Some people have it later in their lives. These are universal experiences, true. I think he's just looking at it through the lens of his experiences and he identifies as male. Do people ever recover from their first heartbreak? Yeah, yes. And if you're not, I think you should talk to someone. I think you should do the work. If you're not recovered from your first heartbreak, I think that you are stealing from other people in your life that could use your full and undivided heart and attention. I think it's something you got to get over. Or your first heartbreak was really recent. Sure. If you're fucking 16 and your first heartbreak was last month, that's fine too. You were 22. That's also fine. It's fine to be 22 when that happens. I just think you do got to start to move on. It's work, but hey, a lot of things are work. I was broken up with. I think Rochelle's told this story on stream before, but she was Catholic. I wasn't. She went to Catholic camp and kissed another boy. I was cheated on at Catholic camp. Cheated on. Curse you, God! I hate the Catholic God! Slay Queen, fuck you. You should do a drama video about that. About my high school freshman girlfriend breaking up. Okay, sorry, I was a freshman at the time. About me in high school getting broken up with by my freshman girlfriend. I don't think that video would do too well. What about summer 2016? Sorry. This is a Canon mail event. What the fuck does summer 2016 mean? Is this Donald Trump? What are we talking about here? It was a movie. It all changed. What changed? I think I worked at Patreon maybe in summer 2016. That was Pokemon Go. It was a vibe. Harambe got shot. It was the last Obama summer before we all became much more politically jaded. I see. Ah, this was the Harambe. This was The World Goes Different. Also just peak music. I bet I can tell your age if you think summer 2016 was peak music. I'm going to say something crazy. I bet you were born around 2000. Summer 2016. Why do you think summer 2016 is so loved? It was the summer of Pokemon Go. It was the last summer of the Obama era. This is completely subjective, but personally, I thought it had some of the best songs of the decade. Sorry, Chad, are you just Chad GPT? You just repeated all this shit. You had One Dance, Work, Can't Stop the Feeling, Needed Me, Pillow Talk, and many more. What kind of trash-ass songs are these? I feel like 2016 sucked ass, bro. What the hell are you guys talking about? Like, it was fine, but I definitely don't think it was a movie for real, for real. Children are nostalgic for their last summer before growing up. Yeah, I think it's second to last summer. Because last summer, I think you have like the anxiety and fear of like moving on. But I think summer of your junior year is fucking based as hell. Zoom beating this shit out the Flash, holding him up on news station talking crazy too. Does anyone know what this means? Does anyone in my chat know what this means at all? It's actually the Flash CW show? No way. Wait, it is? Wait, what? This was supposed to be a formative moment in men's lives? Zoom is so cold, for real. Yo, he grabbed the lightning and threw it back? This looks like shit. I can't think of a single show on CW that I would say was formative in any aspect of my life. Dude, if he can catch lightning, of course he can catch the train. Okay, I'm done watching this fight. That shit's not on my list. Holding him up on news station, talking crazy too. That was big. That was big. First ever concert. Ooh, chat, do you have good first concerts? I think my first ever concert was like 90-year-old AC/DC. I saw them in Phoenix. I think I have a picture. Wait, 1 second. There's me at my first concert. I had a Red Hot Chili Peppers shirt and I had a Marvel Zombies superhero sweater. I felt cool as shit. When your homie switches up on you. I only have one story of a homie switching up on me, and I don't think it's the same way. I had a homie who's my best friend who after high school joined the military and went to the Middle East and came back very racist and very fucked up. Came back saying slurs all the time. And now we're not homies. He switched up on me. He was a really nice guy. I hope he's doing well. I really liked him. I still really like him. But we went fishing when he came back and he was saying some shit. He was saying some shit I cannot be repeating on stream. It's tough. You talking about Ludwig? Yeah. That's why he went bald and got the neck tat. Finding R3 button. Is this a real thing? I feel like I was the perfect age for this. Like looking at a controller and saying R2, R1, R2, not knowing where R3 is. I feel like it took like 1 second. You just look at the manual. You just get the instruction booklet and it shows you where R3 is. Manual is insane. Did you guys not have manuals in games? I love that shit. Sometimes you would rent a game at Blockbuster and there'd still be the manual in the box. Most times people would steal it. That shit was in the trash. I bet you I can pull out a manual right fucking now from years ago. Watch this. I love manuals, man. Hello? This took 2 seconds. Halo Wars. This will make you laugh, Cans. Oh, yeah, bro. It tells you how to play the game. Resources? When I wasn't allowed to play video games in my mom's house, like, you know, because I've been playing too long or something, I pull out the manual and I'd be fucking in that shit. I'd be in that shit, like you guys on the R3 button. Trying to fix a scratched game disc toothpaste method. Dude, when I was a kid, I would scratch too many game discs because I guess I just didn't take good enough care of them. I tried. And my dad bought this, like, CD repair kit that looks like those things that dentists use to clean your teeth. And you, like, put a little bit of the paste on there and you scratch it in. That shit never worked. He paid like $40 for the kit, and all it did was break the disc more. I took my game disc to Family Video and asked them to put them in the polisher machine. Dude, me too. We had a Game Crazy. I don't know if you guys had these stores. That was connected to a Hollywood Video, and they had a disc cleaning machine. Dude, this might be a picture of me. Holy shit. Speaking of formative experiences, that's me. Me and my friend, the one that went to the military and came back racist, would ride our bikes just like this to Game Crazy and play the games. That's fucking nuts. This, more than anything on this list, this picture just fucked me up. I was like a little fat kid with a helmet and dad shoes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. We've all been waiting for it. hot dog. I don't know what this means. Does this mean does this mean something? Does anyone know? This is like what, the first time he ate a hot dog? Oh, you have a clip of why he added it. Thank you. Let's watch this.
We have like 2 left.
Why?
Hold on, this needs to be on here. Okay. Let's.
Why did he put it in the middle?
Okay, hold on. Help me out, chat. We need 1.
Dude, he says we need 2. He adds hot dog and goes, all right, help me out. We need 1. And they're all capitalized besides hot dog. What the fuck? That rules, man. Oh. Damn, that's so good. He went out of his way to not capitalize it. I don't remember my first hot dog. I like hot dogs. I don't know. I don't know. I remember my only memory of a hot dog is I remember my dad made me Kraft mac and cheese once with cut up hot dogs in it. And I ate so much I threw up everywhere. And my mom got so mad at him. They were divorced. OBJ catch. I mean, yeah, that was in the Super Bowl against the undefeated Patriots. That shit was crazy. If you guys haven't seen this, it's the helmet catch. Actually, one of the... Wait. No, it's not. What am I thinking of? Oh, Odo, who gives a shit about... What am I thinking of? His name's not Odo. That's David Tyree. Who gives a shit about Odell Beckham Jr.? No, I'm talking about David, the helmet catch. The context, dude, we're in the Super Bowl. It's the undefeated Patriots. There's 1:15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The Giants are driving, and this keeps it alive on 3rd and 5. He almost goes down 4 times.
On his feet.
Rips it
out down the field.
Oh, you got to know the context, man.
Oh, my God. This ball's thrown, and Tyree just goes up for it like a basketball player. Harrison trying to knock it down.
That shit was crazy. I'll look at the OBJ one. This shit just... I don't know. We're talking Giants, Cowboys. Who cares? Hey, Giants, Cowboys, we know it's not the postseason. Am I right?
And Manning's going to heave one. There's a flag. Beckham, one-handed catch. How in the world? Oh, my goodness.
We know it ain't the playoffs. First gamer tag. All right, everyone, drop your first gamer tag. This is a no judgment zone. I'll type mine in chat. Standing lemon. It kind of goes hard. You should do one stream of Standing Lemon. I got internet after playing. I told you guys how much I loved the game Fable and played it as a kid. There's a kid at the beginning who goes, "Are you just gonna stand there like a lemon?" And that just got stuck in my head. And now I made that my first gamer tag. My friend's dad gave him Kind Soccer Boy. Oh, my first ever email address was even worse. AOL used to have this generator that would ask you questions to make an email address. I told it I liked video games and baseball. And my first email address that my mom let me have was Video Ball. Videoball@AOL.com was my first email address. That's fucking crazy, man. Someone say something. I was like 8 and it didn't mean anything to me. Rochelle's Club Penguin one, and she thought she was so cool, was what a fucks up. WADDAFXUP. And she thought she was so cool. What a fucks up. And then finally, Wii Sports. Wii Sports actually fucking ruled. But for me, I think while Wii Sports obviously is the bigger canon event for most people, the Wii Sports of my generation was actually the Xbox game Fusion Frenzy. It was like the first console 3D like party game. You would go to like youth group and you would play Fusion Frenzy. I'm sorry, it came out before Wii Sports. I remember going to like a Super Bowl party and we were watching the game and playing Fusion Frenzy, and it fucking ripped so hard. Obviously Wii Sports came out and was great, but then I was like a little bit older, so I didn't grind it as much. Yeah, Guitar Hero was also huge. Guitar Hero and then Rock Band at parties. Guitar Hero came out when we were like students and had fun playing it, and then Rock Band came out when we were like throwing parties and starting to drink, and that shit ruled. I don't know if this is a fun one, but realizing that you know more than an adult, or just realizing that all adults don't have their shit figured out. I remember the first time an adult tried to convert me to religion. This adult, we were driving to a camping trip as Boy Scouts, and he was trying to explain that like, if you were walking in the desert and you found a pocket watch, would you think it was evolution? No, obviously it's too complicated. A creator must have put it there. And I remember thinking, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You're trying to tell me evolution is fake? I remember at that moment thinking like, this guy, that ain't cool, man. Like there's so many things. Like I would never try and tell a kid that there is or isn't a God. That's like so crazy to me. It was a Boy Scout thing. Teach the kid how to set up a tent and how to cook pancakes and stuff. That's what's cool. Always thought Boy Scouts was a creepy on name for what it was. Like, why are you scouting them? Chill.